In the only building this franchise has ever known. We're at the home of the Texans. Welcome to NRG Stadium in Houston. Today, we have an all-AFC meeting between the Denver Broncos and the Houston Texans. On the Broncos sideline, get a look at their head coach. This guy's undefeated for over 2 months now. I wonder if anybody's going to be able to take him down again. Running the show across the field, the head coach of the Texans. His guys with the crowd at their backs, and things only going to get louder once this game begins. From the booth alongside Brock Heward, I'm Kate Scott, and we're just about set to get this one started. And away we go from NRG Stadium. Coverage team gets him down at the 26-yard line. And here come the Texans for their opening drive. They're led out by one of the faces of this sport, Brock, a one-of-one quarterback who graduated from humble beginnings at Wyoming. It's Josh Allen.
Just knowing this quarterback in his mindset, there is no question he would give up 400-some yards he threw for last week for a W. Really, stats don't matter. No matter how productive you are playing that position, and boy, was he last week, it really comes down to finding a way to win. As they like to say, winners win in the end. And he and his crew got to get it done today.
Well, maybe the rest of the game is going to be headed in the proper direction, Brock, but their first play winds up going backwards. That's a nice, quick correction for this front, Brock. Give up the big play and then get a little back on the very next one.
Exactly the kind of response you want to see from your defense. You got to forget about the big play for now and stay focused on that next snap.
Open ahead in the right direction and save this drive early. Here's 2nd and 13. The gun. They'll give it to him inside. And he's going to be stopped right around the 37. They pick up 14 yards on that one, and it'll be a first down, Texans.
That's just not the guy defensively you ever want in the open field. Frankly, with the amount of space he had at one point, they're lucky to have limited to the gain they did.
We've set it downs from 37. First and 10. Here's Allen. Connects downfield. On target to Dell. Breaks through and breaks away. And the stop is made 3 yards from the end zone. It's going to be 1st and goal.
It's a gain of 60 yards. That's another Texans first down. 1st and goal at the 3-yard line.
Now, right there, that's what you want to see on your opening drive. Boom! Connect on a big shot, and instantly you set a tone that you're not going to be afraid to be aggressive in this game today. Boy, do I love that.
This drive has been excellent. A few shots now. It's starting with 6 as they come up on it. 1st and goal. They'll try and punch it in. And he gets in. Touchdown. The Texans take a 6-0 lead right away. For the offense, you got to love it, Brock. Points to begin the game as he runs it in for an opening drive touchdown.
And you've got one very happy running back right over there on the sideline right now. These backs, they do feel the pressure to find the end zone every single week. It's not easy to do. But to do it this early and get out of the way, big time.
The kicking team all ready for the Texans, and forward they run to send it away. That's going to be taken in at the 8. So we'll see the Broncos offense now for the first time. And they'll be led out by someone that we'll get a look at here, this second-year passer.
He's one of the select group of quarterbacks where when he takes the field, everyone, and I mean everyone, takes notice. He's part of the game's elite at the game's most important position, And it really is a spectacle, Kate, anytime he leads an offense out, because you know he's capable of plays that other quarterbacks in this league simply cannot make.
We get a look at his rushing numbers from last week here, what he was able to do in support of that win.
Brings up 2nd and 8.
Need a better result than that last run. It's 2nd and 8. Back-to-back carries here. And some excellent work to drive them all the way out past the 30-yard line. They get 19 on that pickup. And that's good for a Broncos first down.
I call that a table setter right there. Table setter for yourself as a team in that huddle, gaining confidence on the ground, and you know that's going to set the table for some great play-action pass to come.
Oh, he drops a cut to the right sideline. And he takes this one in for the Denver touchdown. The Broncos finish off their opening drive.
You know, Kate, I think one thing we've clearly learned about the analytics of this game at the NFL level, explosive plays matter. And to get one on the opening series, that has got to feel good for this offense.
Now it's Milroe in the offense, looking to go for 2.
The Broncos will line up for the
Fullback gets it up the middle. And he gets in. The 2-point try puts them in front by 1. 8-7. They come up with a touchdown of their own, and then, I love this, a little one-upping by scoring on the 2-point try to take the lead.
Yeah, you love it because you didn't have to make that call. The coach did. But clearly, they don't want to play from behind. They want to be the one dictating. And now, well, now they've got to do it the rest of the way.
He's stopped on the run back at the 27th. The Texans and quarterback Josh Allen ready to get back to work now on offense. And they've been willing to both call runs for him and let him ad-lib as he sees fit. He's top 5 for rushing yards by a quarterback this season. Offense into the shotgun set as they line this up. 1st and 10. Working from the gun, it's Allen. Has a man, Dalton Schultz. And he's going to get this to the opposing 41. Wow, they get a big old 32 yards out of that play, as well as a new set of downs. So the big play gets him inside the opposing 45, Brock, with a new set of downs to boot. 1st down throw for Allen. Throw right, and it's intercepted. And the Broncos take possession as he makes his 4th interception of our season.
1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Oh, the QBs in this league, they love their slot guys. We see it all over the NFL, that close relationship between quarterback and slot receiver. They play in such, well, just such chemistry. But then when you get a defender that can get in the middle of it and mix it up and read and react in that kind of way, you get interceptions right out of the slot. That is a job well done.
So the Broncos headed out for their 2nd drive of the game. And we'll see, Brock, if they go back to that ground game this drive after how well they ran it their last time out.
I'm going to probably say yes on that one, Kate. This is a team with a known identity across the league. They're going to hang their hat on running the football effectively. I think they'll get right back to work.
Thrown back in the backfield, and he gets the handoff. And he'll knife his way through for a pickup of 4. 4 yards on that 1st down run. Here's 2nd and 6. Back to the well again. And it's going to be about a 3-yard pickup in the end. Azeez Al-Shire that time on the tackle.
That is just a good, solid run right there. I know it's pretty basic commentary, but sometimes football can be basic. It keeps you on schedule, that kind of yards per carry, and you move the sticks.
Left side, gets it out quick, and it's caught. And they're going to bring him down just a moment before he's able to break it across midfield.
1st and 10 at the 48-yard line.
Out of the shotgun, they'll give it to him inside. And he's all the way across midfield, down inside that 45-yard line. And this is now a 100-yard game for him after that last carry. Man, what a strong day he's had running it for this offense. First down from the 42. He's going to throw it. Taking a deep shot here. And he's got it in close. Touchdown, Denver. The Broncos pick it off and get points on the ensuing drive.
A receiver this skilled, well, he's got every route in his back pocket. But sometimes simple is better. No complicated cuts, no double moves. You just go run right by him.
So the offense out there, the Broncos making the call to go for two here.
The Broncos will line up.
Burrow hangs on to it. Right side, they're going to pitch it. He's almost there, but no, they stop him at the last moment. He's going to be just inches shy of that two-point conversion. The kicking unit on now for the Broncos, and they're ready to send it away. Returning it from the 4. Jukes away from one. And he's brought down just inside the 25. Out now come the Texans on offense. Their last series sure was looking like points up until that interception, Brock. Hopefully they can move the ball similarly well as they take over here. All right, the Houston offense looks set, Brock. Here's 1st and 10. Now put one of the tight ends in motion. Here's Williams to start the drive. And he will have this across that 40-yard line before they manage to stop him. That play goes for 19 and a new set of downs.
And the Texans, first down. 1st and 10 at the 43-yard line.
And what a jolt to start that drive. They're up near the 45-yard line. That's the end of one here on New Year's Eve. It's a 14-7 game. We'll make our return to NRG Stadium after this. Welcome back. We'll begin the second quarter with the Texans in possession. They've got a first to begin the frame. He puts some air under it deep down the left. Brought in inside the 20. And he has this down to the 14-yard line.
The analytics are pretty clear. It's hard to move the ball in this league with short little dinks and dunks. You've got to get the explosive jump. You got to get the big play. And that throw to the outside, that gets the job done.
Looking inside the red zone. And down he goes. The Bronco defense gets there. And the big play drives them backwards. Second down coming up.
You know what I call that, Kate? Punch. And you took a punch, but then you countered right back. You give up a big play, massive play, but you don't hang your head. You come right back, you get a sack of your own, and you change the momentum as quickly as you can.
Expect the defense to be coming again here after that sack. It is 2nd and 16. From the shotgun, it's Allen. Dumps it off to his running back. And they get this down to the 10-yard line before going down.
I know that completion doesn't move the chains, but I love it nonetheless. You make sure that defense is aware of every eligible player going out, and this time it was out of the backfield with a running back that shows he's adept at catching it as well.
The Broncos bringing out an extra DB on 3rd down. Operating from the gun, it's Allen. He brings it in. He's going to be short of that goal line, Brock, but not of the marker. They've got a 1st and goal.
They like to say it's about the Jimmies and the Joes. I think that's about the X's and the O's. That's a well-drawn-up completion that nets them a 1st down.
Going ground on 1st and goal. And he's over the line and in. Touchdown, Houston. The Texans can tie it up in the 2nd after cutting into the lead. It's what every player who scores a touchdown wants to do, Brock. He wants to get right back there and put another 6 on the board.
I've never met an NFL player content with one end zone trip in a game.
Nope.
Yeah, if you're content, you're not making it to this league. You get one, you're instantly thinking of another, and the fortunate few are able to actually deliver on it.
Now after tying this game up, they're all set to send her away. Fielded at the 7. The Broncos returning their offense and this running back to the field. And among his touchdowns out of the backfield this season, this one is notable. On that last drive, he hit a benchmark that he's been pushing for. All right, working from the gun to start. 1st and 10. Here's the lone back on the handoff. We'll cobble together a yard there. And stop coming from Henry To'o. Last run, not a lot of help, Brock. 9 to go now on 2nd down. They give it to him again. A gain of about 3, so a 3rd of what they needed. 3rd and 6 coming up.
When you don't have great success on 1st down, Kate, it's a little bit like a hitter in baseball falling behind in the count. And all you want to do as a hitter is get back to a fighting chance. Give yourself a better count. That play, well, it does the same here. Now a much more manageable and opportune 3rd down situation.
And he's tackled with the 1st down yardage.
1st down. An 8-yard pickup. And the Broncos 1st down.
Sending him on the dive. And there's the stop, but he's got 9 yards on 1st down. Not in a time crunch just yet, but they're hurrying to the line anyway.
It's a gain of 9. Brings up 2nd and a yard.
Another carry for him. Rolling into enemy territory. And he's got this one down to the enemy 35 before they force him out. So a new set of downs. Here we go. 1st and 10. Off the play fake. He'll throw. It's incomplete. Should have been a catch downfield, but off his hands and to the ground it goes. Following the incompletion, we stay at the 35. It's 2nd and 10. The give now out of the shotgun. And he's taken out of bounds as he gets it down near the red zone. Big gain, 14 on the play. And it's going to be 1st down, Denver.
A gain of 14. 1st down, Broncos.
Blown back, it's the handoff. Good hit on the grounds here. That's going to be a 9-yard pickup as it's 2nd down. Broncos have to hurry here. Clock's still running. Off the play fake, he'll throw. And he just got it away before the hit, but the pass winds up incomplete. It's going to be 3rd down. Offense headed to the line. Just need to punch it forward a yard to reset the downs. Looking to throw on 3rd and 1. Complete beyond the marker. And this does not get it. Looking short field, but the defender is there to force this 4th down. Timeout coming from the Texans. That's their first. As they'll get together and discuss with 4th down coming up. All right, they made the red zone, and it's touchdown or bust, it seems. They're lining up to go for this. He's keeping it. He's going for it. And they come through to stay on the field. That is enough to set this offense up with a 1st and goal. Houston calls it second timeout. And they are quite frustrated having to call that after giving up the first. This offense in position now. It's 1st and goal.
Here we go, here we go. Got to be lying. 19, Tiger, 19, Tiger. Go.
Will hangs on to it. The lateral goes haywire. Fumble. But the Broncos will get it back. Woo, heads up play to recover that one. Woo, let's give him a second there. Give him a sec. I'm going to imagine his heart's probably going, what, 150, 160 beats per minute right now, Brock, after nearly losing that fumble.
Yep, and it wasn't just a ball he dropped there. It was at least 3 points, too. But fortunately, that ball stays with him in the red zone. And now I'm really curious. It's one of those moments, Kate. Will they put the ball back in his hands, trust him again to hold on to it, and maybe go get that touchdown you know he so badly wants?
They're going play action. And he's got it. Touchdown, Denver. The Broncos get some late points and the lead. Well, we all know that he's somebody they like to have working down near the end zone, Brock, and there is so many ways they know how to use him down there.
Yeah, things are constantly different down there when you're trying to defend him, which is what makes defending him so tough, borderline impossible at times. He can make the smallest little tweaks to his route just like a receiver would, and it's a totally different animal, a nightmare for these defenses.
Now it's Milroe in the offense, looking to go for 2.
The Broncos will line up for the...
They send him straight up the middle. And he's across the goal line and in. That makes it an 8-point lead. All right, we'll take a brief timeout here for an injured player. Never something you want to see this late in the season. They're going to check him out. The kicking unit on now for the Broncos, and they're ready to send it away. Here's a return from the 7. And he's brought down just beyond that 25-yard line. Now we get a look at this Texans offense. And normally they'd need this out, Brock, but facing such a small deficit, good chance they try to get a field goal here before the break. Offense to the line. They're going to have trips right to start out. Throwing now on 1st down. Allen. It's another first half mistake. He's intercepted again. Pat Surtain has it.
They'll take over 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line.
Well, that's now his 2nd time that he's put his defense in a tough spot. That's a hard thing about playing quarterback, Kate. You know, with these interceptions and now the 2nd on the day, you're asking your defense again to step up to another series, another possession, another challenge. This quarterback's got to start protecting the football.
The Broncos and this running back headed back out for a new series. And he has just shredded NFL defenses so far this season. You can see he's sitting 2nd right now across the league in rushing yards. Football's on the 48. Here we go. 1st down.
Here we go, 19, Tiger, 19, Tiger.
Throwing off the play fake. He puts some juice on a deep throw down the middle. And this is going to end up incomplete. He really aired it out there on 1st down, but just couldn't make the connection. 2nd down, still 10 to go after that incomplete pass. Back to throw. He's trying to go deep again. It's a Denver touchdown. The Broncos will add to their lead at the end of the half.
There are a couple different ways now. You can win on the fly route. You can just run right by somebody, or you can use that big body, try to win a one-on-one matchup. Whatever way you go about it, well, this is the type of upside this route can provide.
So the offense out there, and the Broncos making the call to go for two here.
The Broncos will line up.
Off the play fake, Milrow. And he's into the end zone. That play adds a couple more to their lead. That is their third conversion this game. They haven't been shy on the confidence to go for it or to back it up once it's snapped.
I love that word, confidence. And I love being in a huddle and you can feel it. When you're on offense that feels like you can't be stopped, you can't wait to say, ready, break. No matter what the situation or circumstance is, in 3 conversions, that's job well done.
The kicking unit on now for the Broncos, and they're ready to send it away. This one's fielded at the 40-yard line. And he gets it up beyond the 20, but boy, did they plant him a few inches into the ground at the end of that run.
22-yard line.
It's 1st and 10 for their final drive of the half. We've got 23 seconds remaining. Back to work after throwing the pick. Broncos all around him, and down he goes. We have a timeout called by the Broncos. That's their first. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime.
At the 15-yard line.
Things already looking a good bit tougher here. It is 2nd and 17 after the sack. Looks like that last play convinces them to keep this one on the ground. And he did his part, partner. Got him 8 yards. Sets up 3rd down. Denver calls the second of its 3 timeouts. And they still have 1 in their pocket for what's left of this half. Drive in dire straits. It's 3rd and 9. It's another rushing play. And they get stuffed. He is knocked backwards on the play. That makes it 4th down. Now the Broncos take their 3rd and final timeout. And that's all they've got for what little remains of this half. Here comes Bryce Baringer to handle the 4th down punt. And this is the first time he's been called on today. He punted a couple of times last week in their loss, and now gets this one away. Fair catch called for, and he's got it right near the 30-yard line.
At their own 28-yard line.
They've got 1st and 10, Brock, but time for maybe 2 plays at most if they even want to try anything. All right, keeping it simple. They're just going to call a give right up the middle. And he's going to pay off his 1st down run with a nice pickup of 9. So entering the locker room, got ourselves a 2-score game. It's time to hear from Scott Hansen. He's got our EA Sports halftime report.
All right, Kate, thanks very much. It is week 17. Playoff spots on the line, seeding on the line, coaching jobs may be on the line. Let's dive in. Our look around the league starts now with a matchup of contrasting styles. And this is Jalen Hurts. He's going to throw, find his man, and connect. 24 yards, touchdown. The Desperados win their 3rd straight game as they get the victory today. From there, it's off to SoFi Stadium. We'll look in on the Rams as they play host to the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. And it's the Rams quarterback. He connects on a 19-yard touchdown pass. The Rams wind up taking this one by a touchdown. Lastly, let's go out to the desert, Glendale, Arizona. The Cardinals taking on the Carolina Panthers. And this is Matthew Golden. One of his 2 touchdown catches in the game coming right here. The Panthers win their 2nd straight as they get the victory here. With that, we'll show you the playoff picture in the NFC. Still lots to be decided as we speed towards a conclusion next week. Meanwhile, in our game, both teams have been able to move the ball effectively. It might be a question of which defense can make a stand in the second half. As we get you back out to Kate Scott and Brock Heward.
The kicking team all ready for the Texans, and forward they run to send it away. Brings in the kick at the 9. The Broncos headed back out on offense. Their quarterback returning to the field now. And on that last drive, Brock, he crossed a notable threshold in passing yards for the season. Always nice when you can reach one of those plateaus to look back on after the year's over. All right, Denver getting everybody set. So they've got 1st and 10. There's a dive up the middle. Well, even a great game is going to have its lesser moments. You can't get anything out of that carry. Stop for no gain. Well, nothing doing on the last run. It's 2nd and 10.
At the 16-yard line.
Back-to-back carries here. Pop behind the line here on 2nd down, which is only going to make things tougher for this 3rd down coming up. Man, some of these middle backers are so impressive these days, Brock. No problems at all for him to range downhill and cut that play down behind the line.
Kind of the calling card of the position played today. They're not as big as they once were, but boy, can they run. As you said, whether it's downhill or sideline to sideline like that.
3rd and long for him here. That's him on the quick hitter. Decent gain here, but short of the 1st. Trying to work quickly now.
An 8-yard gain. It's 4th down.
Here's the snap on 4th. This is good, down the sideline. And he is persuaded to go out of bounds just as he gets this up past the 30-yard line. 1st and 10 from the 32.
1st down, Denver.
They'll go play action. Ooh, almost a throw that cost him. Defender had it in his hands, but he dropped it. It's incomplete. 2nd down coming up. All right, still 10 to go here after they almost had an interception on 1st down. Out of the gun, they'll give it to him inside. Ran into a wall that time. A couple of guys able to hold him right at the line of scrimmage, so 3rd down now.
I know these DNs love to get to the quarterback. I know that sacks many times equals a bigger payday, but doing the dirty work, playing to run well, that's what the best of the ends do in this league.
Here he goes, 3rd and long. He has the 1st over the middle. And this one breaks beautifully as they're going to get it forward to their own 45.
A gain of 14. 1st down, Broncos.
They'll throw it here on 1st. That is caught by Brian Thomas Jr. Keeps himself upright. And he will not score, but that does set him up, Brock, with 1st and goal, less than a yard away from the end zone.
I can guarantee you that's going to be in Tell the Truth Monday right there in the film room, front and center, showing you the importance of tackling in the open field. An opportunity to cut him down sooner, but the broken tackle allowed him to add those extra yards to the catch.
On the set.
4 downs to get this across. Here's 1st and goal.
Set.
From the red zone on 1st. He smartly won't risk anything here. Just chucks this away. So they fire for the end zone on first down, Brock. I think a lot of folks probably assume after the incompletion it'd be a run here on second and goal. What say you?
Yeah, I think you always got to be careful about assuming. As a fan, as a defensive coordinator, I think as an offense, you've worked on it all week. Continue to get to the stuff you trust the most.
Throwing it again here. And he will score. Touchdown, Denver. The Broncos grow the lead coming out of halftime. All right, partner, what do you think? Was that a design read, or did he just see space and he was reacting more on the old quarterback instinct there?
Yes. I think yes on both of them, and that play happens so fast that it really is instincts on both sides.
So the offense out there, the Broncos making the call to go for two here.
The Broncos will line up.
Go play action here. It's Milrow. And no connection on the two-point try. It fails.
Be a little armchair quarterback after that call. Looked like the defense knew exactly what was coming.
The kicking unit on now for the Broncos, and they're ready to send it away. Return starts at the 3. And he's going to make this to the 28 before going down. The Texans and quarterback Josh Allen ready to get back to work now on offense. And he's been somebody who can get the scoring done with his legs just as much as his arm. You can see he's top 5 for touchdowns among NFL QBs. First call here coming from the shotgun. From the gun, they're going to hand it off. And this drive's quickly headed in the wrong direction. First play set down behind the line. And it's not just you quarterbacks, Brock Hewitt, who got to have short memories. You tell me this too, defenses need them sometime as well.
Yeah, 100%. You give up a big run, well, too bad. No time to dwell on it because you got to line up, buckle up that chin strap, and try to knock them backwards.
Now they went 3 yards the wrong way to start this drive out. Here's 2nd and 13. Working from the gun, it's Allen. Throwing the out route complete. And this is going to be out of bounds. Defense catches up to him near that 45. Give him 18 yards on that play, Brock, and it gets him a first down.
You know, it sure seems like he knew exactly where he was going with that before the snap. That's a pre-snap decision that led to a post-snap first down.
1st and 10. Here's Allen. And this time they're going to get to him before he can get that pass away as he goes down. It's 3 sacks for the game so far. Brings up 2nd down.
Hey, I understand that call. You try to get play action to get away from the rush. The problem is this defense has just been relentless.
Rough start to this set of downs. Now 14 to go on 2nd. Now Allen. Caught by Pat Bryant. And he is tagged right as he brings that one in, Brock. But a solid gain right up towards that midfield strike.
Well, he saw his guys pick up the blitz. Well, he felt them pick it up anyway if he wasn't looking at him. But with their effort on his behalf, I think this QB felt owed to them and the group up front to find somebody to get a completion so that effort up front wasn't in vain.
And this time they're going to get to him before he can get that pass away as he goes down. And the defense comes through, and that's going to back him up and bring up 4th down.
All right, I'm to the point of the game, Kate. Now, we got to get the ball out of our hands. He is just taking a beating all game long, and on this drive, yet again. Find a way to protect, find a way to run, and get the ball out of his hands.
The Texans set to punt. And he wants to hit his 2nd effort just as well as he hit his 1st. Oh, nice punt and a fair catch. Going to stick them at the 7. So as the clock winds down to a new year, we wind down to our final quarter. That's the end of 3. It's their football, and with that type of lead we've got on the scoreboard, this game pretty close to over. Broncos to the line now. It's 1st and 10. Blown back in the backfield, and they give it to him. And they're going to take him down finally, but not before he puts his own goal line well in that rearview mirror. Well, this certainly has been a memorable contest for him. His coaches, man, they're going to take this kind of output every single game.
This goes a little beyond the expectations they have for him, maybe even for himself. What impresses me so much, Kate, the guy just doesn't tire. Getting stronger, literally, as this game's going on.
Look at this, 9 yards on a nice first down run.
Asante Samuel on the tackle. 10 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and inches.
Less than a ruler needed here on 2nd down. Back to the well again. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains. And he's just done something most running backs are never lucky enough to even approach. This is now a 200-yard showing for him on the ground. Markers are reset. Here we go. Ball at the 44. Going to the ground again on 1st. Solid 4-yard gain there, and now they've got 2nd and 6 coming up.
They'll come away happy getting that type of output on most run plays. It's a sign where they're getting some good push up front, and this running back is seeing the lanes and paying them off.
Brought in inside the 20. It appears all that prep work and studying that you quarterbacks love to do in the build-up to the game, Brock, it has certainly paid off. This guy has picked apart this defense much of the contest.
This is one of those games you appreciate. There's going to be peaks.
Brian Daboll has that challenge flag pulled. He wants to take another look at this. So Brian Daboll thought that there was evidence to overturn that call, but obviously the officials disagreed. To the air now on 1st and 10. And they're going to score. Touchdown, Denver. The Broncos put up even more points in a win.
There's a good chance he wasn't even looking when that ball was released, but the crowd, well, the crowd let him know exactly what was going on. You could feel the swell of excitement whenever they take a deep shot. And it's only going to get louder now as they were able to connect.
The Broncos will go for 2 again.
The Broncos will line up for the 2-point conversion.
He'll call his own number. Oh, here's a pitch to the right. Ooh, and he can't shake the defense. They track him down in the backfield, and this 2-point attempt fails. Well, I know we normally look for where the breakdown occurred here, partner, but I think he just made a really good play defensively to get back there.
Yeah, you're not just thinking. He absolutely did it. That defender was reacting. Go shoot your shot. And that is teaching tape for that.
The Houston offense out and ready to set up shop. And they take the field feeling pretty beaten down with how this one's gone. Even if they're keeping their heads high, Brock, not a whole lot they've been able to do so far.
Yeah, in these moments, I think of golfers. Right in a tournament, they don't want to look at the scoreboard. They don't want to see how much they're down. They just want to take it shot by shot by shot. It's exactly what this offense has got to do.
Texans to the line. 1st and 10. Allen looking to throw. He's going to loft this deep down the left sideline. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete.
You know, that was almost a nice chunk play before he was able to recover and provide the hit that dislodges the football. You like to see that physical edge and scrappiness to contest any kind of shot plays deep.
Ball still on that 29-yard line as they come up to it. 2nd and 10.
319.
From the shotgun, it's Allen. Into traffic, complete. And they drop him with a big hit, but that's going to sting worse for the defense. A big gain, and the chain's moving too. And that one goes for a gain of 11. And it'll be 1st down, Houston. Operating from the gun, it's Allen. Short pass brought in. And he's going to go down right along midfield stripe.
I think the defense is still turned around looking for where the ball is. Is that QB and tight end? They got that ball out in a hurry.
Handoff on second and short. And they'll get him down after he gets into the 48. That's good for a couple of yards. And it'll be a first down, Texans.
At the 48-yard line.
Out of the shotgun, they'll give it to him inside. And he's only going to get 2 or 3 yards on that one.
The tackle made at the 44-yard line. 4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6.
That takes us to the 2-minute warning in Houston. Texans hoping to do some window dressing in the time remaining. Second and 6 coming up here. Running back sent in motion left. Back to throw now, Allen. And down he goes. The Bronco defense gets there. We have a timeout called by the Broncos. That's their first. And they still have 2 available for them as we approach the end of this game. Wonder what's in the playbook here as they come up on 3rd and 11. Throw here, 3rd down. And they're going to stop him after he gets this to the 26. It's a 24-yard gash, and it gives them the first down.
That's another Texans first down.
Allen to throw. He almost threw another one. Back-to-back throws now that should have been picked off, partner, as he continues making risky decisions with the football. Following the near interception, this is 2nd and 10. Back to the air, Allen. That's caught at the 4. Touchdown, Houston. The Texans putting up points in a game decided. Tank Dell, the touchdown. Now, this one has been a long game, no doubt. But, hey, something positive to look back on there.
But they didn't quit, Kate, and I know that sounds a little cliche at this professional level, but it really is an important thing. This one will still hurt, but they showed some execution and fire.
And the point after is good by Schmidt. And the Texans cut the lead by a quarter, down now to 21.
Texans 21.
Well, don't look up at the clock, everybody. That is certainly not their friend as they get set to try an onside kick. And this one's covered by the Broncos hands team. Well, I guess they kind of had to do it here, Brock.
Yeah, it's called a have to. Yeah, kind of have to at this point in the game, huh?
Okay, but like most things in this game, it did not work out for them.
Yeah, let's face it, even if they do recover that, probably not going to find a way to win. But this is a time where you work on things, where you do build to the following week. Got to find a way to flush this because it's just not been their kind of game.
Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. Trying to set this up quick.
A loss of 11 yards. It's 2nd down.
Oh, Brock, look at this. He's setting up to throw it. Completed over the middle. And he made a bid for midfield there, but stopped on his own side at the 49. The Texans are in the nickel. 3rd down.
A 7-yard gain on the play. And it's 3rd down.
3rd and long for him here. And that's a win for the pass rush. Hit as he threw it, leads to the incompletion. 4th down coming up.
And this is why scouts talk about a player's closing speed, Kate. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released. And that sure altered the throw.
They're going to try to throw for it. He connects downfield. And he's going to be down to within a yard of that red zone as the stop is made. Denver calls the second of its 3 timeouts. And they'll have just one left to burn now.
And the Broncos first down.
Now they'll hit the line just outside the red zone following that big play.
Here we go. Cowboys, 70 Rangers, 70 Rangers. Warriors, 70. 18, Pioneer.
They're going to pass it here. Has it at the 7. And he's going to be brought down as he sets his offense up with a 1st and goal.
First down. 1st and goal at the 7-yard line.
Working inside the red zone. Caught just shy of the goal line. And he will not get to the end zone on our final play as the stop is made in time, and we're out of time in this game. So the Broncos ride out of here with a win on the road. Man, they were facing a top 5 defense this week, Brock, but they made them look anything but. What a great performance to get this win.
Yeah, you could come in, Kate, with this awe and mystique of, gosh, we're facing one of the best defenses in the league, but as soon as you get those first points, you realize, you know what? They're mortal just like the rest of us, and they took the fight right to them.
This has been another edition of the NFL on EA Sports. With all our crew here and my broadcast partner, Brock Heward, I'm Kate Scott. The Broncos are winners, as we'll see you next time from Houston.